think I'm actually live. Good. Alright, so like it says in the description, this is an EDM track. I'm working on it for a project that I'm working on. And yeah, that's basically it. This is just something I'm in the middle of working on, and you're going to see some stuff. Alright, so I had this idea where I needed something here. Let's just listen to it a little bit here. Getting some feedback. Alright. So let's just start from the beginning so you get a feel for the idea, for the song idea. Alright, so there's this spot right here, right before this. There's this that's playing along with this. And I just feel like this plus this is too much. So what I want to do is I want to take this out, I think, and we're going to just see what that does. Let's just play these two together along with the rest of the drop and see what it sounds like without the drums. Let's play the drums too. Alright, we got that going. Okay, now I need the vocal chop to come in there and kind of bring it all together. So did I need this synth in here? I just feel like it's too muddy. I'm going to leave it out. Which means I'm going to have to take it out of more spots. So, man, I'm really making this pretty bare. Alright, so probably going to take it out of here too. Yup. Take it out of there. Now let's hear what it sounds with the vocals. I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating. I'm running out of air. Okay. It looks like we want to bring this back. So what I want to do is I want to have them live in the same space, kind of. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some EQ moves here. Alright, now I want to take an EQ and throw it on this. Whoa, I don't have any EQ shaping this? Okay. Alright, so we Look at all this low end here. We don't need this. That sidechain compression there just makes it sound so much weirder. What I want to do is I want to group this. Turn this off for now. The reason I have the sidechain compression on happening with the kick and the snare is so that the kick and the snare really cut through this dense mix, because there's a lot going on. So now that I've pushed them in their own spots, let's see how this sounds. Specifically right here. Okay, so there's some stuff up here that I want to redo. So, this right here. Do we need this? Yes, we do. Something's too much here. Also, you can take this and pan this just a little off center for this part. Oh, I don't need to. This is the only thing that. Oh, I do just want this part off center though. And let's just pan this too. Let's break some rules. That sounds interesting. Okay, now there's one very important factor here. I want a utility plugin to only come on right there, and then what I want it to do, oh dang, I put it on the wrong thing. Do what I want. Okay. And now maybe like it. It's just too lopsided for me. This is too much. Could I make this the right level, though? Is that possible? Nope. We're going to delete that. I don't want to do any weird stuff because I want mono-compatibility here. So we're going to delete this. No. You know what? We're going to grab our old trusty neutron. And we are going to get rid of some frequency masking in this specific area. Let's see if we can loop this spot. Alright, so now we're also going to get neutron up on this track. $66. And this one is crazy. That's right. $69. Okay, so we're going to cut the bass here. Gentle. And we're going to boost the high end here. Gently. And we're going to do the same but opposites. And now these two can live in the same space. Alright, now let's turn this loop off. Now let's turn this loop off. Running out of air, now suffocating. And now we need to turn this up. I do want to take this down like that. Okay, I feel like there's just too much distortion here. So where is that in the drop? It is here. Hmm. Hmm. Why isn't it doing what it needs to do? I will shut this off. And I'll put a different stutter edit on it. And it will just work, right? Is that it? No, it's not. It's this one. What note is being played at? Oh. D sharp 2? I don't know if I like that. I think I like what I got. I think it's as good as it's gonna get. See, I thought the bass was really screwing me up, but I had not enough kicks. I had this copied and pasted over here. And now it sounds cool as hell. Okay, where is that tape stop? Right here. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna just mute that in mastering. That's right. Maybe I can do it here. Maybe I can do it here. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna let me do what I want to do. That's okay though. Alright. Does this matter? Did I just like turn the bass down without knowing it? Oh, this isn't going to the bass. I bet if I just is anything actually going to the bass bus? I have... Where is the bass? Is this it? They start to spin. Alright. Alright, so I split up the bass here into the high and low parts. That's where it is. Screwing us. Ha ha ha. Now it's not jumping out at me. I can just mute that in the mastering session. Alright, so I think we got it pretty ironed out now. I did want to put something in the beginning here, but I think the vocal chop is kind of doing all it needs to do there. Now if we actually explore this here, we can look at what I'm doing. I got a lot of automation happening here. Let's track this out here. Show automation in new lane. Show automation in new lane. Show automation in new lane. Show automation. So just on the vocal chop alone, all of this stuff is automated. And I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to Command G this and shut them off. Let's start out right here. Now let me turn that back on. Now what you're hearing there is me shifting the formant down a bit to match the vibe of the tone. It just sounds a little weird if you don't mess with the formants and you're lowering the pitch like an extreme amount or raising the pitch an extreme amount. You gotta, if you raise the pitch, it's better to raise the formant. If you lower the pitch, it's better to lower the formant. It's probably the best results you're gonna get. But if you're looking to be creative, you know, try anything. So that's what I did there. Now, the synth here is actually kind of interesting. Let me show you what's going on. So, I know it still looks like a lot of automation here, but we're just going to go through it step by step. And alright, so at the beginning here, I just have one voice of the synth playing. You'll hear it right now. Let me show you. And it sounds very mono right there. But if I let it play, every bar I add another voice until it gets to 4 voices. Then I bring it down to 3, then I bring it down to 2, and bring it back up to 3, bring it up to 4, bring it down to 3, and, you know, so on and so forth. Check it out. So you can see, it's pretty cool using that stereo width function of the chorus effect, using multiple different voices. It's pretty cool. I like it. I thought it was something for the listener to really listen for. And with that sidechain compression on it, it just really adds some movement to it. Alright, so now we're going to go back into this track here and see how these kind of work together. Like, I had other melodies. Like, here, we'll listen to one of them. Oh, I don't even know if it would sound good. Let's see if it sounds good with my vocals. I bet it doesn't, because I wrote this part that I'm about to show you before I wrote the vocals. And the vocals kind of changed everything and made me decide to write a different top-line melody for the vocal chop. So there's this like synth part that I wrote that is just kind of goes like this. See, it's a little movement there. It's kind of fun, but now I really didn't think it fit with the track, but let's listen to it with everything in it, and I'll mute the vocals and I'll turn them on in a second, alright? Okay, now let's play the vocals with it and see if it matches. I'm running out of air, now I'm suffocating. I'm running out of air, now I'm suffocating. I mean, if anything, it's a little bit loud, but I don't think it matches the vibe. I'm running out of air, yeah. Now I'm suffocating. And like I'm singing some of the same notes as I'm like singing that stuff, so it just feels like there's too much of that going on already. I mean, it's kind of cool when synths match the vocals sometimes, but in this case I feel like we needed a vocal chop, so I added this in. I'm running out of air, now I'm suffocating. And with the high end right there, when I raise that up an octave, it just sounds so nice. And yes, the answer is I did mess with the formants a little bit. So I would just try that if you're messing with some vocal chops or vocals in general. Now, if we're going to get into the rest of the track, I probably won't get into too much. There's a guitar here. And this is the drop. I mean, I've got a high part of the drop and I've got a low part of the drop. So here's the low part of the drop. And then here's some synth to go along with that. Alright, so with the low part and that synth, it sounds like this. I had that part down, and then I had like a guitar going, like, I don't know, maybe it's still up here. It's still like right here. I had this going on. Put stutter edit on it with some OTT. It sounded pretty cool. But I didn't end up settling on that in the drop here. What I ended up settling for sounds were this, and this mess of stuff. So I'll start from the beginning. And now with this little melody on top of it, that sounds pretty cool. And see, I thought I had something there, but I wasn't feeling it. Everything I like wrote for the vocal melody just didn't hit like what I'm about to show you did. So I mean, after I wrote the vocal melody, I had to write the vocal chop, and vocal chop. I mean, it's nothing special. It's pretty simple, but you get the idea. You know, sometimes less is more in a production. So, I mean, I just kind of chopped out this drop the way I liked it and just put different pieces of sounds together. Now, how I made these sounds was definitely using Stutter Edit, which is just kind of this effect program that iZotope made to, like, automate effects. And I really liked the layout of it, the design. You can really do some crazy cool things in there and create your own patches and basically trigger them with MIDI notes on other audio sounds, or MIDI instruments rather. So I've been doing that quite a lot lately, and it's been pretty fun. So if you get a chance, I don't know if iZotope still sells Stutter Edit, but if you can get a hold of a copy, man, mess around with it. It's fun. I mean, it's nothing you can't do with stock plugins, but it's all there in one little box. Now, where was I? I think this is pretty much the track. I've got a couple vocals going on. There's this vocal. Here's the lead. Let's play the lead here.
I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating. I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating. I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating.
Alright, so those vocals sound pretty good, but I needed to thicken them up with something else.
I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating.
So paired with the lead, those two sound like this. So it's like there's three voices going on.
I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating.
It's got a really wide chorusy effect, but it's still very mono-compatible because that lead vocal's in the center, directly in the center. Now what we want to do is I want to show you this vocal synth track that I created.
I'm running out of air. Now I'm running out of air. Now
And as you can see, I really only use the vocal synth where I thought it was necessary to bring it out in the track. And let's play these together just so you get an idea, alright? Let's just play these together and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating.
As you can see, I really wanted that suffocating part, the suffa, when I went falsetto there, to really shine. So I amped up the volume of that part, and I removed the vocal synth part, so there wasn't so much muddiness going on with those harmonies. I really just wanted that part to be really just natural almost. So I kept the double vocals that I had, and then I kind of amped up the lead vocal so that it would be most prominent in anything in the production. So that's pretty much it. I mean, besides these vocals here that I got going on, which are the pre-chorus vocals or pre-drop vocals.
The air around me's getting thin. The walls surrounding closing in. The stars in the sky, they start to spin.
And see, I processed those vocals down here, and I just drug them up here and did some extra processing without this.
The air around me's getting thin. The walls surrounding closing in. The stars in the sky, they start to spin. Start to spin.
I thought that was pretty cool.
The air around me's getting thin.
I just thought a flanger really brought out the vocals in this mix, and I mean, as you can see, it did a really good job. Listen.
The air around me's getting thin. The walls surrounding closing in. The stars in the sky, they start to spin. Start to spin. I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating. I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating.
And see, the reason I have this on its own track here is because I wanted to just boost the bass a little bit and limit everything, and I really wanted this to just really take it and kind of carry, you have like a little journey in your headphones, if you will. You know what I mean? So like, just listen to this by itself. Just really nice and stereoized, if you will. And you can see that in the waveform right here. Like, you can look at that and visually see that it goes left and right and does some different shit on both sides. Now, I've always liked some stereo effects in a drop. It's really cool. But it's not as mono-compatible as you would think. And to be honest, not a lot of people listen to mono systems anymore. I'm a firm believer in clubs are now putting the money into getting better systems and moving on to spatial audio, which, you know, is kind of breath of fresh air now. Because stereo mixes will come across great on those systems.
I'm running out of air. Now I'm suffocating. I'm running out of air.
Uh-oh. I feel like we're missing something.
Running out of air. Now I'm suffocating.
That sounded good.
Running out of air. Now I'm suffocating. I'm running out of.
I feel like it's muddy right here. What do I want to do with this? Let's bring this to another track. Let's bring this to final pre. We're just going to copy this down. Copy all of this processing here. And we're going to work on this. Alright, so normally I don't like just work on individual tracks like this, but sometimes certain pieces require extra attention. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to possibly duck a bit more in this. Masking is a little too much higher. It's perfect. Now I need... Let's unmask 68. No, 68. There. Okay, so now we can see what we're doing here. What do I want to do? What do I want to boost? It's clear that right here is good to boost. Let's turn off inverse link. Turn on that. Okay, let me see, maybe I can take this and boost this a little bit. And that sounds really nice. So now if we just block that out and bring this guy block him out. Block him out. And one more. This guy. Okay, so now working on these things is pretty tedious. I mean, I don't know anybody that spends time like this on these. Perfect, okay. So now, let's do the same thing with this guy. And this guy. Alright, so now we've got our drop situated a little bit better. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to new track. I want to copy this automation. Final pre. And like I said, I've always been an advocate for making your MIDI into audio for some really big reasons here. Phase relationship's one of them. So you can see the waveform against everything else. I guess that kind of all pertains to just phase relationship. But then also if you got any like effects that are causing the audio to reach above, 0 dBFS, since you work in if you work in 32-bit, you will never clip your audio theoretically. All right, so I can do this, and then I can Alright, copy and paste that. I'm going to need to do something here. Okay, so I want to double this track. And see, this bass isn't sidechained, so I'm going to delete this. We're going to delete this bass. Bring this up here. Be next to this audio. And what we're going to do is now we're going to line this up. We're going to sidechain this audio. We're going to flatten it. Actually, we're going to Control Z that. We're going to unfreeze this. Okay, so and as you can see here, I'm using the DI bass that I have. I'm just shaving off all of the high end. I'm taking that low part that I had, and I'm pairing it with the high end of the synth bass here. It's a really cool trick to take the low end of another bass and put it with the high end of a different bass. Just kind of like I teach to do with kicks. You can do that with pretty much any sound. Well, honestly, I'm pretty sure we're done with this mix for now. I think I've done everything I can pretty much do to this mix, unless I want to, like, totally redo it or add something to it. But I think this is a pretty good start to the mix. I'm going to run it through a mastering chain, see how loud it is, and see how loud I can make it. And then after that, I'm probably going to revisit the mix and try to get some more lufts out of it, and after that I'll call it done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's one of the EDM tracks I'm working on, and I'll see you in the next live.